What is going on, guys? Anchorburger1023 here, back with another Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. Today I have an OU battle against Mulvone19. It is sped up a lot because it was very, very long and I just had to catch. It was like 15 minutes coming in, so I had to get it down as far as I could. So let's get into this battle. And before we get really into it, I just have to say that I'm going away on Thursday, so I'm going to try to record a battle sometime today or tomorrow or Wednesday, so I can definitely upload it while I'm away. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. And let's get into the battle. So he leads off with Tar, and I lead off with Mamoswine. Now, I know I don't want to go for Earthquake, because I can go for that 4x super effective superpower. And if it wants to bring in this threat like the Skarmory, I can just always hit that thing with the superpower. Well, it does a pretty decent chunk, but I know I can't stay in because my -1 attack, and it's going to set up by all these hazards. But I'm going to bring in my Hydreigon, which is nicknamed Cody, the only Pokemon nicknamed on my team, because Cody is Hydreigon S635. And not gonna lie, I was gonna name all my pokes, but then I was like, I'm gonna take off all the names, and I thought I took off the nickname, but I guess I forgot to. But now here, I'm gonna go for the Draco Meteor, predicting the switch from the Skarmory. Switching the T-Tar was very obvious due to the fact that Tyranitar can take special hits very nicely because that's a job. But the only problem is I'm a mixed Hydreigon. So yeah, goodbye Tyranitar. I'm going to go for that superpower and knock out the T-Tar, which was very nice for me. And there goes the Tyranitar. But now it kind of ruins the surprise that I am Expert Belt with mixed. And basically I love this set. I have the set that me and John Origins, we took off of Hydreigon Master 635. It's probably a pretty standard set, but he's one that he's the one that we know loves to use it. It normally only runs like the 4 attack EVs, but we changed it to like 56. But now he brings in his not his Gastrodon. I bring in my Gastrodon as he brings in his Conkeldurr, and he bulks up on the switch. And I'm like, that's not really cool. And basically, right here, I'm really not trying. I'm like really trying to go for Scald and get a burn because I'm really thinking that he's probably going to be the sheer force set and not the gut set. So I'm going to go for a Scald. It's not going to do much at all because of the fact that Gastrodon is not really offensive at all, and I'm not going to score the burn. I'm really just trying to get the burn on this thing. I don't see like Toxic Orb or anything trying to get his guts boost. I'm really just thinking it's got to be sheer force. So I go for another Scald as he actually bulks up again, and this thing is a gigantic threat. Oh my lord! But he bulks up. I Scald, and it's still not going to get the burn. It's not really going to do that much either. And I'm really not whittling this thing down at all because of the fact that he does get Drain Punch recovery, and Scald is really doing absolutely nothing. Now, he can basically just sit here and bulk up all day and just Drain Punch it all back, but he just goes right for the Drain Punch. It's not going to be able to take me out because of the fact that Gastrodon is so bulky, right? But he's going to get a lot of HP back. I'm going to go for the Scald now, and finally I'm going to get that burn. And now burning the whatever it's called, Conkeldurr, is very nice for me. Now, basically, I really just need this thing to die. Like, this thing is really just stopping me because I actually think that, like, on my team, I have the Hydreigon, which really does threaten this team a lot. I think I do have the team, like, I have the team build to beat him, but, like, if it just comes down to the matter of plays. But he goes for the Drain Punch, kills me up from that range, so it really doesn't even show me if he is even Guts or sheer force at that because of that damage, because of the fact that it only did like 82. It could be at -2 attack because like it cuts it into 4 things already +2. I think that's how it works. But now I bring in my Keldeo because I'm scarfed and knowing outspeed, and this is what basically ruins my game. He goes for a Mach Punch and he crits my Keldeo, and that ruins my game because of the fact that my Scarfer is now dead, and Keldeo is a gigantic threat to his team, and he is now dead because of the fact that he critted me. And that's all I have to say, is that just destroyed me. So now, bringing my own Conkeldurr now, and he's going to go for the Mach Punch, and I think it actually does a lot of damage to my Conkeldurr. And I just go for Drain Punch, even though he's at +2 defense, that's the only thing I can do. It really does absolutely nothing, but I'm thinking after Burn and, I see I get hit by Sandstorm first. I'm thinking after Burn and Life Orb damage, even with the leftovers, I think a Mach Punch at that range really is going to be able to kill it off after burn. And looking at that little chunk, I know for a fact it's going to kill it off. And I get my poison for my Toxic Orb. So now he's going to go and bring out his Scizor now because he can just go for that priority BP because I am at like 109 HP and I don't have any like plus in defenses. And he's just gonna go. I'm gonna go for the Mach Punch. I actually ended up going for the U-turn, but I'll go for the Mach Punch, and that's a Guts boost. It does really nothing. I thought it would do much more for being max attack Guts. But just goes for U-turn, doesn't kill me off, but I will die to Sand Poison combo at the end of the turn. I don't even need Sand Poison combo, I just need one of them. That's gonna be the Sand. And then now I see he brings in his Latios, which is pretty cool. But I know that I can take on Latios with a couple of things I have. I can just go into Mamoswine and Ice Shard it, or I can go into Jirachi, which is especially defensive, take it through this thing all day, and go for like Thunder Waves and stuff. But he switches out into his Landorus, and I actually end up going for the U-turn, which is actually a good play on my part because now I get my momentum. And this team, I have rocks on Mamoswine, but I like always use special defensive Jirachi with rocks. But I love having U-turn on it because I love predicting those, making those predictions, and then getting it so I can have my Jirachi like U-turning, and I love just having U-turn. But here I predict the switch into Scarm and go for Superpower, and it does a decent chunk. And now basically here I'm just hoping that I know he's gonna have to roost up. I'm really hoping that maybe he goes for Brave Bird, and if he roosts up, he's not going to be at full HP. But this is a really big problem for me because I switch out into my Hydreigon, and he goes for the Roost. But the biggest problem about this is the fact that now he is at full HP after leftovers and Roost recovery. The reason why this is so bad is because I have Fire Blast, and I can take him out in one hit. He has 30, so that means I have to use at least 2 hits to take this thing out, which is horrible for me. Because of the fact that it's horrible for me because the fact that now I have to take a lot of unnecessary damage on my Hydreigon, as you're gonna see, because I go for the Fire Blast. It does obviously it's gonna do a very nice chunk, and if it wasn't that sturdy, I would have definitely killed off that thing. And then now I have to take a Brave Bird damage, Brave Bird plus Sand of next turn, and that's just not good for my. It actually does to recoil, but I would have to take Sand damage from this turn, which is basically got me down to 65 HP. If he didn't have like a little bit less HP, I would have been able to kill him off. But now I'm just susceptible to a BP, and that's nothing I can really do about that. So I have to let my Hydreigon take the Bullet Punch and die. So now I bring out my Jirachi, because Jirachi is the best thing I have to take on the Scissor when you know he's locking the Bullet Punch. Now it's going to go into his Latios as I go for the Wish, because I know that if he brings in Latios, if he goes for HP Fires or Dracos, I can just wish him off. And I can paralyze this thing with Thunder Wave and just Iron Head, flinch him to death. Now he's going to go for HP Fire, and no, it's not going to do way too much unless he crits me because of the fact I'm especially defensive. Even if he has specs, it's really not going to do like way too much damage. But it does a decent chunk, I guess. I go for the Thunder Wave, and now I can just get all my HP back due to the fact that I have a Wish set up, and that's really nice for me. You know, I can just go for Iron Heads if I wanted to. I can U-turn out, but I really have nothing I want to U-turn out into. So I'm just going to go for an Iron Head here, and it's going to do a very nice chunk, and he's actually going to break through the Power Fusion and go for the Hidden Power Fire, which kind of stinks for me. But at this point now, I know since he got through the HP Fire, I have to go for the Wish here because I want to be at as much HP as possible. Now, looking back at it, it would have been a better play for me to just Wish and then switch out into my Mamoswine because HP Fire would be doing nothing because I am max HP, max attack, and with Thick Fat, it would do absolutely nothing, and then I would get my Wish and be back at full HP, which I think would have been more beneficial to me in the long run. But that's not what happens. He breaks through again and goes for HP Fire. Now I'm basically stuck in here. I have to go for the Iron Head. I go for it, and I kill off the Latios, but I do get a good chunk of my HP back due to the fact that I set up the Wish on the other turn. But basically, this match would have been so much easier. I would have won if I just didn't lose my Kill Gear to a crit, basically. That's all I have to say. Now he brings in his Landorus, and I know I'm susceptible to an Earth Power. I'm thinking I think I can live a Timid one, but this is modest Earth Power. There's no way in hell Jirachi's living this hit. Sorry, bro. But now he is just susceptible to the Ice Shard of my Mamoswine, so I'm going to bring in my Swine to go for the Ice Shard to take out this thing, but it doesn't matter because he does have a Scissor lying in the wings, so he can just let his freaking he doesn't care if he lets his Landorus die when Ice Shard, because he can just go into his Scissor, go for that priority Bullet Punch, and take me out for the win. So that was a really good game, Mulvone19. If you never critted my Keldeo, this game would have came out a lot differently, but it still was, nevertheless, it still was a good match. Go sub Mulvone. He's a very good friend. He's a very good friend of mine. He's a very nice guy too. He's a great guy. Check him out. Subscribe, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like rating if you did enjoy it. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.